Hello and welcome to today's video. India is a big country. With over 1.4 billion people, it has a huge market inside its own borders. This big market is a strength, but at the same time, it's also a limitation. In this video, we will explain how India's large domestic market is both an asset and a barrier for exports. We will also talk about why India ranks at the bottom of the Global Competitiveness Index and how it can improve. Let's begin. Right now, the world is changing. Trade is no longer free and open like before. The United States, under former President Donald Trump, brought back protectionist policies. This means the U.S. is putting tariffs or taxes on goods coming from other countries. And most of these policies are targeting China. This has created a trade war between the U.S. and China. Now, this shift in global trade creates both risks and opportunities for India. Let's look at what's happening. Because China faces barriers in the U.S., and its exporters may send goods to other countries like India. This could lead to an export surge from China into India, but that also means there is a risk of dumping. China may sell products at very cheap prices. This will hurt Indian companies, especially in their own domestic markets. Back in 2018, when the trade war began, many companies moved their factories out of China. India missed this opportunity. Countries like Vietnam and Thailand got those investments. But now, India has another chance to gain, if it can improve competitiveness and reform its outdated systems. Let's talk about India's competitiveness. India is placed at the bottom among 5 major Asian economies in the Global Competitiveness Index. Other countries like Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand are ahead of us. They are efficient, export-focused, and business-friendly. India is underperforming in most of the 6 areas the index tracks. This means we are not ready for the big changes in world trade. Let's look at the problems India is facing. 1. Low labor productivity. India has a large and growing workforce, but productivity is very low. More people are working, but the output is poor. 2. Weak R&D investment. Indian companies do not spend much on research or new product development. We are not competing in the innovation race, but countries like Malaysia and Thailand are doing well here. Lack of finance access. Many small businesses in India can't get loans. Banks often reject them. Without money, they cannot grow. For land scarcity and complex rules, getting land in India is hard. The rules are confusing. This makes land expensive and slows down construction and business projects. 5. Heavy domestic focus. India's big internal market is a strength. Companies grow by selling to Indian customers. But this also means they don't try hard to export. In fact, Indian firms show the lowest foreign demand among peers. 6. Oligopolies. In many sectors, a few big firms control everything. This limits healthy competition and keeps prices high. 7. Raw material monopolies. Few companies control raw materials. This raises costs for everyone else, especially small businesses. 8. Bad regulations. India ranks low in regulatory quality. There are problems like corruption, complex taxes, and judicial delays. These issues hit small and medium firms the hardest. 9. Protectionist policies. India has high import tariffs and stays out of global trade groups. Meanwhile, Vietnam joins trade agreements and gets cheaper inputs and better market access. Sectoral gaps. India's apparel sector still focuses on cotton, but the global demand is for synthetic garments. We are not keeping up with global trends. 11. Rigid labor laws. India's labor rules are very strict. Companies stay small to avoid legal compliance. 12. Missing middle problem. We have many small firms and a few very large ones, but there are not enough mid-sized companies, which are key to export success. 13. Deep structural issues. India's low rank in the competitiveness index is not just about current events. It shows long-term problems in policy, systems, and execution. Scene, hopeful visuals, young entrepreneurs, clean factories, digital India. So what is the solution? India needs a clear and bold strategy. Boost productivity, increase R&D spending. Fix labor laws. Give easy loans to MSMEs. Cut red tape. Join global trade agreements. Most importantly, India must stop depending only on its large internal market. It must look outward and become a part of the global supply chain. This is not just about business. It's about India's future in the world economy. If we want to lead, we must compete, innovate, and reform. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.